Welcome back to the North Carolina Transportation Museum Part 2, The Back Shop. If you missed our first video, which was the train ride, there will be a link in the description below. On the way to the back shop, they have some road signals set up so you can play around with. They're signals for the main line and signals for railroad crossings. I'll show the railroad crossing ones because the ones for the main line had a few of the lights out. The first railroad crossing signal that I'll activate is a wigwag or a banjo signal. They were first used to protect the railroad crossings before the newer models came out. Next up is just a pair of flashing red lights with a bell on top. And the last but not least, they have one with the crossing arm. This one is used for pedestrian and for highway grade crossings to keep traffic out of the road. Okay, well that's enough playing around with the grade crossings. Let's actually head on to the back shop now. The gray building that I'm going to show you the inside of in just a moment has an old telephone in there. They were periodically placed around the railroad tracks so the conductor or engineer or fireman could get out and radio dispatch, or call dispatch. The smaller building next to the back shop is the Master Mechanic's office. We'll be going in there later on. The back shop was originally built in 1905, and it served as the major overhaul facility for steam locomotives. It was once the largest industrial building in the state, and 2 to 3 locomotives per week would emerge brand new from the back shop during peak operations. Right now in the back shop is railroading, auto, and aviation exhibits. Well, let's head inside. This place is gigantic. I'm surprised they haven't got more stuff in here, but let me show you around. That's one of the cranes that they used to lift up the locomotives while they were doing overhauls on it. And there's an orange speeder, which is basically a track inspector.
With 65 horsepower. Old Dominion bought this truck brand new in the 1940s. And received a royalty back because back then.
My favorite part is right up ahead, all the old fire engines. Okay, we're back to where we started when we first entered the back shop. But to get to the roundhouse quicker, I'm going to go back through the back shop. And I'll show you the cars that I didn't get when I walked the first time. Right through here are some old state trooper cars.
Daddy, look, that's all the fire hydrant.
That's some of the landing gear of a DC-3 from Piedmont Airlines, which is coming up in just a moment. They're currently trying to restore her cosmetically. What I'm going to do right now is take you over to the pit where they would run the trains over so they could inspect the underside of the locomotives alongside with taking out the wheel sets and being able to repair it. Well, that's just about it for the back shop. I hope you like what you saw while I was in here, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. And be on the lookout for part 3, The Roundhouse.